School districts nationwide are planning for a surge in post-pandemic kindergartners. They think it could be one of the largest kindergarten classes ever. Schools are trying to hire more teachers and prepare for incoming students who may have set out preschool last year. That has educators everywhere bracing for many students who may be less prepared than usual. Joining me tonight to talk about what parents and teachers can do to get ready for a return to the classroom is clinical psychologist Dr. Norman Fried. Sorry, Norman. Thanks for being with us, Doctor.
Thank you, Aaron. Great to meet with you.
All right, so I am a dad who has a kindergartner-to-be. I was very fortunate here in the Chicagoland area that my little daughter was able to go to school. But will kids who have been kept at home during the pandemic be ready for kindergarten?
It's a great question, Aaron, and the answer is really the jury is out, actually. And that's because there are many children who, because parents think that they're not yet mature enough for school, hold them back a year. Now we have many more parents holding children back because of the COVID experience. And so now this coming year is going to have a mixture, a confluence of mature as well as less mature children. Some of them are not really going to be ready, or at least not academically prepared for letter recognition, numbers, sequencing, matching, things that they're going to need to learn. So it's going to be a challenging year for teachers as well as for the parents of our children.
You bring up a great point. It's something that, again, I'm dealing with right now. So this is very important for me. What is kindergarten like, and really those years leading up to kindergarten for the impressionable age group that we're talking about here at 4 or 5 years old?
There are several tasks that are being accomplished at the kindergarten age. And of course, perhaps the most important one would be socialization and learning how to work in groups and tolerate each other's energies and how to give and take and cooperate. That is so very important for the development of maturity and interpersonal skills. But in terms of academic and scholastic skills, there's letter recognition and numbers and patterns and matching, sequencing, reading skills. These are all starting now at this age. And what's going to be important is for teachers to be able to offer this in small groups of children so that perhaps the children who are less prepared will get more attention and get up to speed with those that are actually more mature. I'm hoping that there'll be more teachers available, or at least shadows and aides, so that all of these kindergarten skills can be given and taught in a way that is palpable and readable and helpable for our youngest children.
Dr. Fried, this is obviously, again, you were talking about it, very impressionable. But we as parents also have to take some responsibility. So how can we prepare our kids, my little daughter, point in case, how can we prepare them for kindergarten?
Well, Aaron, one of the things we want to do is let them know that two things are going to be happening in September. Number one, they're going to be meeting new people, they're going to be making new friends, and they're going to be learning new rules. And that the community of people that they're in are going to have a certain set of rules that they're going to have to learn to follow. So we want to practice that throughout the summer. But the second is you want to help them with some of these skills that they're going to acquire in kindergarten. That will help the teachers provide the information better, and it'll also get some of the children who are parents who are doing this to kind of get a head start. And that would include getting some books, going on Amazon.com or any bookstore and finding programs or booklets for kindergarten skills, and you can practice them all summer long and make it into almost a game, so that some of these are matching or recognition, and you can turn this into a game where the child will learn throughout the summer and feel more confident and prepared when the school year begins. This will also lower the burden and potential burnout of the teachers that are about to have a very difficult year ahead of them.
Is it possible that the last year, the pandemic year, has had a positive impact on that age group?
It's a beautiful question, Aaron. I would like to believe that the answer is yes, and I'll tell you how. There has been much more in the terms of quarantine and lockdown, much more family time, much more parents being together. There are many households where a father, or I don't want to be sexist, a mother might actually be out a lot because of work, but now are doing work in the home, in their basement office or somewhere in the living room. Children are benefiting from a greater amount of contact with their parents, which means that they're also learning greater interpersonal skills from the adults in their home. So there could be some good things that came from this pandemic, plus, God willing, greater time to be just together and play. Remember, something does come from nothing. And so instead of being so busy all day long, a lot of our children have been watching us sit around the table and spend time together, and our souls, our psyches, our senses of self are growing as much, if not more, than perhaps right now our bank accounts or our resumes.
Something coming from nothing. Good stuff. Dr. Norman Fried, thank you so much.
Thank you.